So this is why we do energetic awareness training, for you to be able to learn how to move the energy out. And this is a daily thing. It's a daily practice that I'm gonna give you some elementary training here right now in the time we have left. You're about another 10 minutes. And then you're going to be able to do it for yourself. So I want to give you a good experience of energy awareness training, of being able to process and release. I call it EPR, energetic processing and releasing. The ability to move this energy. So we're going to do some basic movement. Now, I just want to let you know that low vibration energy, there's three forms of it. There's the daily stuff that we go through. Every day we got to deal with something new, and it causes us some kind of LVE, whether it's just getting bills or work or a relationship, whatever. So that needs to be cleaned every day. Then the next layer is regular ongoing LVE. So let's say you've got an ongoing situation at work. You work with somebody you don't like, or you're in a relationship that's unresolved, or you got some kind of issue that's continuing that you can't get around it. That's another form of LVE we're dealing with. All of us in the deep change work that I do is in the area of historic LVE. And historic is our past, our memories, the occurrences that happened to us as children, as adolescents. All of us have gone through some heavy stuff, some stuff that we didn't know how to deal with at the time, some things that we had to stuff down because we didn't have the tools to deal with it. And that stuff is still in us. It doesn't go away. It stays buried in there. And if you don't clean it and clear it, it will arise and create a similar situation. I have a gal I was working with here. She came to one of my workshops. She was a psychologist. She's in her 50s, and she was sitting here and she said, I've never had a happy relationship with a man. I've been in a lot of relationships. I've never had a happy relationship. I said, she says, can you help me? I go, sure. And I said, well, do you know where it came from? And she goes, oh, I know all about it. I've been studying it my whole life. My father left my mother when I was 7. And when he said goodbye to me, he said, hey, I'm leaving your mom, but I'm not leaving you. I love you, and I'll always be there for you. But I didn't believe him. I thought it was my fault. And I lived with this guilt my whole life. And I attracted, in all my relationships, the same pattern. Get close, and the man would leave me, just like my dad. Pattern. So these energies create patterns. Remember I said energy has a power, a purpose, and a direction. The low vibration energy in us has a direction. It's a place that it takes us. So when we wonder, why does this happen to me again? Why am I dealing with this again? I've gone over this over and over. She'd been in therapy about it 30 years. She'd been talking to therapists about it. She hadn't made any progress. Why? Because nothing changes until energy moves. Remember that. If you learn one thing tonight, remember, nothing changes until energy moves.